We must make life a living hell for those who hijack our buildings, for those who don't pay services for the city of Johannesburg. We are going to break your door if you don't open it. Now, when you are not 16, man. Where's your passport?
It doesn't have what to do.
Yeah.
Just stand there.
You don't have a passport.
Kenny Kunene is currently conducting a raid here in Randburg while targeting illegal electricity connection, undocumented immigrants and hijacked buildings. Kunene also highlighted that another problem they are facing is undocumented foreign nationals.
We are going to clean Johannesburg, we are going to reclaim all the hijacked buildings, and we are going to enforce bylaws. There's going to be an order in the city of Johannesburg. And what I can guarantee you, we're going to make sure that Johannesburg becomes the cleanest city in the world.
But those who do not have papers, then. You don't have papers, then. Your passport has got old stamps, then. So there is absolutely no mercy.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This morning, Acting Executive Mayor Kenny Kunene led a high-profile operation targeting hijacked buildings, illegal connections, and undocumented foreigners in Randburg. This wasn't just a photo op. Real arrests were made. Real action was taken. Dozens of illegal immigrants were arrested. Buildings that owed millions to the city were disconnected from stolen electricity. Bribes were exposed. And more than anything else, the residents saw something they haven't seen in a long time. A leader who's willing to get his hands dirty to clean up this city.
We are enforcing bylaws with JMPD. We have got EMS here. We are also looking at undocumented foreigners. We've got immigration officers here. You would have seen in this building we've just arrested 3 illegal immigrants. The immigration officer checked their documents. They brought passports. They said they were stamped, and he found that those stamps are old, therefore they are illegal. But we are also looking at the illegal connection of electricity. We have just found a building now here with an illegal meter. So they've been using electricity without paying. They owe the city 5.8 million. Rents with the statement that was pulled out yesterday, and which means they might be owing the city 15-20 million because they've been using electricity illegally continuously. Because when we look at the meter box here outside, that meter box is not in the system of City Power, is not in the system of the city of Johannesburg. We are going to the next building now. We are done here. We have disconnected. We are going to the next building, and we are not just doing things. The building next door to that one, they've just showed us proof that they are paying, and indeed there was confirmation with the office. Their meter is in order, is in the system. They will be left connected. We are now going into a hotspot area from here. That's where we are driving. It's Saturday today. We have no time for Durban July. We are working throughout Saturday. We'll work throughout Sunday. We must make life a living hell for those who hijack our buildings, for those who don't pay services for the city of Johannesburg.
The city of Johannesburg mayor is currently conducting a raid. Well, the operation, it forms, as I've mentioned, that it forms a part of the law enforcement efforts, joined by heavily armed private security. There's Metro Police here as well, and the technicians just to check the meter boxes as well. And the city of Johannesburg has made it clear that it plans to reclaim all hijacked properties and return them to the city's inventory, with the goal of eventually attracting private partners to invest in and develop this space as well. Griselda Kunene also highlighted highlighted that another problem they are facing is undocumented foreign nationals. Let's just hear what they are saying right now, what's happening right now. We're just going to follow the Mayor Kenny Kunene just to see what's happening now. Well, these efforts, Chris, others have mentioned that is part of the city's crackdown just to reclaim the inner city, Griselda. Well, we're just getting inside one of the buildings, one of the rooms. Just going to allow my colleague.
What time is mother? Wait.
Well, Griselda, we're inside one of the rooms and now they are checking the building. Okay, there's 3 kids inside.
Right now we are here at Buffalo Court, which is in Windsor, and we've just found a few illegal immigrants, I don't know how many, that we have taken. This building is unsafe. This building has been assessed by EMS. This building harbors criminals. You would have seen those that were lying on the ground. But now we are going to look for the people that are controlling this building. GFIS is busy processing this building. However, criminality happens in this building. We've been getting these tip-offs, but the building is very much unsafe.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, Griselda, there you have it. Now they are going to another room, Griselda. I'm sorry, Griselda, you were breaking. I couldn't hear what you were saying. Let's just see what's happening right now.
Bula.
Who's here?
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you go in first, please. She's a female.
Who's here?
Well, Griselda, as I've mentioned, Griselda, that the executive mayor, the acting executive mayor, Kenny Kunene, is conducting a raid, cracking down on illegal immigrants and illegal immigrants and hijacked buildings. Well,
We don't take you.
I don't know. I just came.
Hey,
Check here.
come.
Go.
The other ones.
Open yourself.
Other one way.
Hello.
Don't run away.
Puma! Out!
So let's pass.
Hey!
Mr. Mayor.
Yes. Capital stay with the Mayor, please.
Oh, camera.
SBC cameraman later with the technical capital, please.
Well, Griselda, this action is part of the city's broader plan to combat urban city.
And who you living with here?
When you are not 16, man. Where's your passport?
He doesn't have. We take you.
Yeah.
Just stand there.
You don't have a passport.
Nothing other than
You sure you living with your mom and not with these boys here?
No.
Where's your mom?
There's a man in the room.
There's a man in this room.
Yeah, but he's a twig.
Where is Ponzo Mastens?
He stays down there, up there.
She doesn't stay here.
No.
Okay, let's go. Where's your passport?
Well, Griselda, what I can tell you right now is that the city has made it clear that it plans to reclaim all hijacked properties and return them to the city's inventory, and with the goal of eventually attracting private partners to invest in and develop these spaces.
So far, I can account for around 20. There's one that was just arrested now after hitting a police officer when they tried to get his papers. Fortunately, he was arrested. He's in the van. So we are working around 20 that we have arrested for sure. The immigration officer has checked their credentials, and indeed they are illegal.
And can you please run us through today's process or operation?
Today we focused on Randburg and Windsor, where we have cut illegally connected electricity. One building owed 5.8 million, the other building owed over 2.3 million, and the other building was around 2 million. The other building we are not sure, but two buildings were connected on one substation, and we cut all the wires off. We disconnected that illegal connection. So we also came to a supermarket here because where the meter was supposed to be, we could not find it. But then they took us to where the meter is. So that is the work that we are doing by law enforcement in terms of trading, but also enforcement of immigration laws. With illegal immigrants, those who don't have papers. We have found those who have got the right papers, and we have left them. But those who do not have papers, van. You don't have papers, van. Your passport has got old stamps, van. So there is absolutely no mercy. But what I am proud of this particular operation is that there is a block of flats where city officials were told that a bribe was paid yesterday and therefore they can't come again today. And they told them that you are not supposed to pay bribes. You are going to be arrested for paying bribes. You must bring the person that you paid the bribe to. I am proud that when we went back to that building, they showed us evidence that they have paid the 58,000 that they were owing to the city of Johannesburg. So that is what this operation wants to achieve. We want to cut those that are stealing electricity, but also make those that are not paying, but can afford, and they are paying 500,000 bribes that they must go and pay. So the operation is very successful. We are going to increase revenue of the city of Johannesburg as long as we become consistent with this type of operation. But this is a pandemic of how many buildings have connected illegally. I'm not talking about houses. I'm talking about blocks of flats that have connected illegally. This is billions and billions. Imagine how many buildings are in the city of Johannesburg that are hijacked. So it's a serious pandemic. It's terrible, and as the city, we need to prioritize the cutting off of that electricity, but also look at buildings that are registered that are also not paying rates.
Well, regarding the illegal electric connections, we are going to make sure that we enforce the laws and each and every building comply with the laws. And also, these operations, we are going to intensify it. It's a mayoral service delivery operation. We are going to intensify it. What I can assure you, we want to assure our residents that we are going to clean Johannesburg, we are going to reclaim all the hijacked buildings, and we are going to enforce bylaws. There's going to be an order in the city of Johannesburg. And what I can guarantee you, we're going to make sure that Johannesburg become the cleanest city in the world. Yeah.
Now let's be honest. Johannesburg is in a state of decay. The inner city is overrun with hijacked buildings, illegal spaza shops, undocumented foreigners, buildings with illegal meters, and a city revenue system that's been bleeding dry. The very basic operations that are meant to generate income for the city, services like electricity, water, and municipal rent, have been turned into criminal enterprises. And in many cases, the city's own employees have been helping enable it, taking bribes, ignoring bylaws, looking the other way. This is why Kenny Kunene's work is important. Because what he did wasn't just about cutting electricity, it was about exposing the rot, sending a clear message, and proving that law and order can still exist in this city, if only our leaders had the will to enforce it. And that's the part that hits the hardest, because this shouldn't feel like a miracle. It shouldn't feel rare. It should be normal. We should have 10 Kenny Kunenes, not one. We should have consistent weekly operations where criminal buildings are shut down, illegal immigrants arrested, stolen electricity cut, and municipal systems protected. And let's be even more direct. Most of the problems in Joburg's inner city are caused by illegal foreigners and the South Africans who give them access. Hijacked buildings are usually run by foreign syndicates. They connect illegally so they can avoid paying rates and taxes. Imagine people living in buildings for years without paying a cent but collecting rents from others. The mayor himself said it. These buildings owe the city millions. They are all connected illegally. They have been bribing city officials for years, but he is now exposing it. He is confronting it. Now compare this to the actual mayor, Dada Morero, someone who openly supports foreigners, rarely acts on illegal activity, and moves with no urgency at all.
I have come to the conclusion that my suggestion was not consistent with the policies of the ANC and policies of government. I therefore unconditionally withdraw my proposal and apologize for the anxiety it might have caused to the residents of Johannesburg and the people of South Africa as a whole.
The contrast is embarrassing. It tells you everything about why Johannesburg has fallen into the state it's in. Kenny said something else important. This is just the beginning. He wants to go deeper. More operations, more arrests, bigger cleanups, and honestly, I hope he takes over officially. Because if this is the kind of work we get from an acting mayor, imagine what could be done with full power. We've seen something similar in Tshwane under Dr. Nasiphi Moya. The strategy is clear. Clamp down on illegality, cut off stolen utilities, and force criminals to pay what they owe. If they can't, arrest them. And if they're in the country illegally, jail them, deport them, whatever it takes to clean up this city. Johannesburg is supposed to be able to generate its own income. But how does it do that when criminals hijack everything, when meters are being bypassed, when no one pays rent or utilities? That's why these operations are not just about law enforcement, they're about financial survival. The biggest issue, of course, is immigration enforcement, because arresting people is only one half of it. We also need deportations, and we need real consequences for the South Africans who continue to sell us out. These are the property owners, the city employees who take bribes, the fake landlords renting out government buildings. They all need to be arrested too. So to wrap this up, all I can say is thank you to Kenny Kunene. This is what leadership looks like. It's not about suits and interviews. It's about being on the ground, getting things done, and proving that South Africans still come first. We need more of this work across the country, and we need it with urgency, consistency, and courage. Watch the video on your left to see illegal foreigners bombing a neighborhood in Ekurhuleni. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.